Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
You dingleberry.
Why do you gotta be the king of all utensils?
Hello? Preston?
White people.
Oh my god. I hate him so much.
Oh, okay.
He made me join a chat. I think he said, I can't remember if he said white people or black people, but this is already not starting. Oh my god. Son. I think he's calling us out one by one. I think he's calling us out.
I'm not accepting this call.
What did he say, white people or black people? Did he say white people or black?
No, he said adios.
Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. He said invite me or I'll cry. I've gone too far. Okay, how do I invite him? Member list. Okay, yeah, just join. Just join.
Yeah, you can really just join.
Just join. Sorry.
Sorry yourself.
Did he join back?
Sorry yourself.
Ow! Ooh!
Ow.
Ah! Ooh.
Sorry.
Hello. Guys, Skippy has to be in the chat. That's why we're not in this one. Goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Skippy has to be in the chat in order for me to hear. Technically, he doesn't actually. I don't need to hear twice.
Where's Preston?
I don't know. Okay, this
invited me.
This podcast needs to start over. Okay, he needs to. All right, everybody leave. All right, is everybody here?
No.
Yes.
Except for Skippy. Skippy does not have to be here. Skippy can leave.
Yeah, go away, Skippy.
Skippy's gay.
Piece of trash.
Dude,
Kill
come on,
yourself.
man. Come on. Don't be so mean to
No,
Skippy.
dude, Skippy.
All right. You guys ready? All right. Guys. All right. All right. How should the intro go? Be like, hey guys, welcome to our podcast.
Hey guys.
That's so
welcome to
generic.
our podcast.
Oh, who
We're
left?
gonna talk garbage about people we don't care about.
Mm.
Hey guys, welcome
I
to
have to
the
change.
assortment of utensils.
All right. This is the assortment of utensils and Danny DeVito. Welcome to our first podcast. Come on, everybody. I'm just kidding.
Hey guys, welcome to the first skinhead meet. Today we'll be talking about 5 different ways to lynch people.
Okay, congratulations.
That's how we were gonna start the podcast.
Well,
Hey guys.
technically, I just started it, so that is how we're starting the podcast.
Oh,
All right, so this is guys. All right.
This is America.
This is our first podcast that we're doing. Today we're going to be talking about stuttering. Today we're going to be talking about dumb experiences with each other that we have coursed over this certain many years that we've all known each other.
Obviously, English isn't his first language, so we're going to rephrase that. This is
Yeah.
our first podcast. We're going to go over past experiences that we've collected over the past few years, and if we all die at the end, life.
At least we explained it. At least we explained why we died. Alright, so just a little bit of backstory. All of us have been friends. We haven't all been friends for years, but I've been friends with them separately for years until I all got them back together. Or together, not back together.
I have been friends with Gabriel and Noah since both of them were born.
Alright.
And then Mr. Ape Sadu.
Is it still Noble Ape? Jesus Christ.
It's Noble.
Alright, so we can
Who's gonna go first?
we can kind of just go in and jump into this. I'll tell Preston.
If anything,
I have not thought of
I have
anything.
a lot more than I
Preston,
think they do.
if
Yeah,
Preston.
I'll go last because I haven't thought of anything right now.
All right, go ahead. So Preston, let's go ahead and tell the fireworks story. Do you want to start with that one, or do you want to start with a different one?
No.
You don't. Wait. No.
No.
Which one are we doing? Which one are we starting with
Meaning
then?
yourself.
No.
Stop meaning yourself. Come on.
Come on, Preston.
Come on, Preston. It's okay. Don't be shy.
I got it stage fright.
It's okay. You'll be
Come
alright.
on, Mr. Sport.
Hey.
It's Noble Ape.
It's noble ape to you, artard. Alright, so...
Leo will be very disappointed.
Alright, guys, so...
Real, it's pronounced retard.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so... Today we're going to be talking about why ear rape is fun. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's legal and hilarious.
What if I just, like, turn my mic all the way up and just scream?
Let's not do that.
Alright, guys, alright. So, let's go ahead and jump into a story. Preston, if you don't want to tell the fireworks story, me and John can go ahead and we can tell a couple.
Hey, I'll go first. I'll go whenever.
Okay.
After.
Alright, so, John, do you want to tell the alien sex story, or do you want to tell the Big Kahuna story first? I'm just trying to get, like, the biggest ones that I remember out the way.
I want you to tell the alien sex story.
Okay, so we were on the way to Big Kahuna's one day. I think, what was it, during the summer? It was during the summer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were in the car, and I believe we were listening to Katy Perry "Alien." And we were it was just on the radio, I think, and we
I
just
was just jamming.
out of nowhere, like completely no context whatsoever. Our friend, uncle, family friend type deal.
My uncle.
He's like, alien sex, and I caught it beautifully on Snapchat.
That is exactly how I said it. He was like, alien sex. Oh
I still have the video if I can find it. If you'll give me a sec.
my
alright.
God, dude, it was so...
All right, ready?
Alien sex.
And dude, my face. I'm telling you, my face.
His face was so hilarious. Okay, it was during the summer.
This was yeah.
On our way to Big Kahuna
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah. No, it was last year. It's 2020 now. You retard.
You just brought that.
Okay,
All right. For but
Okay.
so later that day we were, or was it the next day? I think it was the next day, because the first day they stayed in the hotel and were being lazy sons of bitches. But so we were sitting there, and we weren't sitting. We were walking behind them, and we didn't realize there were like kids walking in front of us because we were just like being funny. And me and John all always say is, imagine alien sex, and then their mother just turns around. Does that, that mom thing where they kind of like cup you in the back of the neck and like shove you forward? She did that to every single one of her children. She had 3 children there, and we started walking, right? And then we got John into doing it, because I was the one who started it, because I was like, imagine alien sex, right? And I was just sitting there, and I started it, and then John was like, yeah, and there's nothing funnier than alien sex. And then we just started saying it louder and louder, and then Katie got into it, and she said it super loud, and then I topped it off with super loud, and she was so triggered, and Hunter got so pissed. I'm talking, he was livid. He was like, you guys need to learn how to take a joke. Like, this guy, I love this guy to death. He would take his shirt off and give it to me if I ever asked for it, but he does not know when something is taken too far, especially when he drinks, right? So we thought this would be the perfect moment for us to get back at him, and we did.
Like, he started it. Like, I was like, come on, don't get all butthurt about it. He's like, come on, man. Like, for real, it's just a joke.
Yeah, and he got so triggered.
All the kids around. Oh, the kids, what? Yeah.
I was like, since when do you care about kids and what they hear?
Exactly.
But yeah, he literally got so triggered. I think didn't he go back to the hotel or walk back?
Yeah, he ended up walking back to the hotel.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that like after what is it? The camping weekend.
No, that was way before that.
There's some stuff we gotta talk about Kevin too.
Okay, all right. But that's kind of like the first story of how alien sex will forever be our inside joke, and it is just absolutely hilarious. So any comments on that? Because, man, what?
Wish I was there.
Right.
Dude, honestly, this summer we need to all of us go to Big Kahuna Sierra.
Dude, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. But
Yeah.
man,
Because I'm old enough that I can just,
No,
Yeah, you
I
can-
think
you
it's
can-
Too far.
oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
Man, 20 minutes away and your mom. Anyways, we're not gonna go near mom because if she hears this, she'll like cut my throat. But she'll crucify my throat.
Do aliens have erectile dysfunction?
I mean, if they have an
Sorry.
organ that erects like the human male, then technically they could have it, but that doesn't mean that they do.
Not to change the topic from the nice conversation about all of us going to Big Kahunas, but that was stuck in my head the whole story.
I think
Yeah, you just
possibly.
sit there silent.
I think possibly
like-
aliens could have erectile dysfunction.
I was trying to
Yes.
work it out in my head. Like, what if it's like lollipop, man? What if it's like tentacles crap?
So I've personally never watched lolly porn, but
Neither
I-
have I.
I can
I've never even heard of that.
I can tell you that if aliens were to exist, they'd probably be the mass population because they just intertwine their DNA between every species just to become the mass species.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
I
god, it's
intertwine lots of things.
like an invasive species of rabbits.
Oh my god, basically. I mean, like, they wouldn't
Like a
care.
rabbit
I mean,
with a stick.
what kind of alien would care what they nut in? It's just kind of like, you know.
I mean, technically illegal ones.
Okay, I didn't know we were talking about those aliens. All right, next, let's go to the next story. If anybody else does anybody else have a story? Because I'm trying to go grab a drink real quick. So if you want to have a
Go grab
story,
drink real quick, and we'll wait. It's better if we wait.
no, go ahead and tell a story because I need to not have like a big old pause of silence in the podcast because I'm not cutting this.
It needs to happen. It needs to happen.
All right, nothing with me in it because I need to be here
Be
too.
quick.
I will
Okay,
be quick.
okay.
All right, tell a story.
I'm like,
Dang.
this whole terrible story about Gabe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You'll find it later in the podcast.
Okay, so here's a story I learned about Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
That's the story.
That's nothing.
Nice. Yo.
I know, dirtiest secret, am I right?
Yeah. No, actually, I'll wait until he comes back. I'm trying to change my photo back to a spoon, but
Yeah, you have to wait.
Danny
a
DeVito
while.
doesn't want to leave.
Well, he shouldn't leave.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, have you ever farted so hard that you like turtle headed a little bit?
Yes, that was me like a couple minutes ago. I felt so awkward. It was like,
All right, everybody's laughing. What did I miss? All right. What did I miss?
like, you like clench your cheeks to make sure you did it.
Wait, whoa. Wait, what? What did I just walk into?
Talking about farts, dude.
Oh, okay.
I was like, have you ever farted so hard you turtle headed a little bit?
That's hilarious.
Now we're professionals.
Oh, that was loud. All right,
Okay,
so
okay, who's going next?
It was in elementary school, right? And it was like 5th grade. And I had a really close friend of mine and another friend or whatever. Okay? So I was always back. So I sat in front of the teacher's desk. And everybody was up doing their stuff, and I was still sitting down. And I had to fart so bad. Like, it was just horrible. Because I knew it was going to be, like, bad. It was either going to stink real bad or really loud.
either way, or both,
Ripped it.
or both.
That's the thing I did. Okay, so, like, I had to cover it up by going,
John, you're too close to your mic.
Way longer than expected, huh?
when I did look and fart at the same time, it made it so much louder. It was so bad.
Did you not think about the smell?
I didn't care. It was the fact that I farted. It was so, like, the whole class heard it and turned around and looked at me.
So you just did a little, and then you farted.
I'm dying.
Was there any build up? Okay. Question. Was there any build up? Did you have to like force it out, or was it just like a, and then just, you know what I'm saying?
It was just there. It was like it was, if anytime I moved, it was like, it was out. So I was like, you know what? if I go out, I'm going out the bank.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
It's a similar story. You know when you're like in the bathroom, and you know you're in the stall, right?
This already.
And
Oh my god.
you know you don't want to, you know, explode a bomb in the toilet because it's going to be really loud.
Right.
So you have to cover it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I hate going to the public bathrooms and all of a sudden you hear. You're like,
Okay. Dude, I kid you not. I kid you not.
start singing.
Alright, so I kid you not, guys. In the 5th grade, when I lived in Colorado, we used to have a thing called Battleship Toilet.
Oh.
Where, so you know the
No.
stalls? You know the stalls, right? Yeah,
Right.
So what we'd do is we'd take our pants all the way down, we'd get off the stalls, and we'd try and piss over the stalls and hit each other. I hit
Did
my
it ever
friend.
work?
Yeah, I hit my friend right in the face. So
Dude, I would have been so mad.
dude, all you heard was psst.
And you guys enjoyed that?
Did you ever get peed on?
Activity you guys like
Oh my
to
God.
do?
I never got
Do you
caught. I was
you
proud.
Do you ever remember in elementary school when you went to the bathroom? There was always that one kid that pulled who went to the urinal and just pulled his hand all the
Oh
way
my
down.
god.
Bro,
Oh, I got a story.
It's like-
Oh,
James like I
oh.
am.
Wait, what?
I was like 4 years old and I completely exposed myself to this dude on accident. I was really small, right? And I was at the beach. I was at the beach with my dad, and we went to the stall, and I was too young to not care. So I had my pants all the way down, and then dude walks behind me. So me being me, I turn around and go, "Hi." I greeted him into the bathroom.
Dude, okay. I have a story just like that, dude. So I was in a public stall by this restaurant, and I didn't lock the door. I was taking a shit, dude. They go hard. I kid you not. I don't think this dude heard it, but he just straight busted down that door. I go, I'm pooping. and as I say, I just ripped that one.
Dude, I remember I was at this Mexican restaurant, and you know how Mexican food messed up your stomach, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
What was that noise? Is that like?
I was literally in that bathroom.
Oh
I
my
was in
god.
the bathroom for 30 minutes, and to the point where when I walked out, everyone stared at me. One dude came up with me and he was like, "Are you okay?" And that was so embarrassing.
Oh my god, dude. Hold on. Speaking of bathrooms, man, I know I've told John was there. I've shown Preston, but man, I don't know if you guys have ever laughed to the point where you're about to throw up.
Yeah.
But I literally did that the other day. Hold on.
Totally send that to me.
Hold on.
I saw the video.
I'm gonna. You did?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play the audio real quick just so they can get a context of what I mean by I literally.
And then I will explain after.
Let me find it real quickly. Okay. Ah! Loud noise. Okay. Okay. Here it is. Ah, loud.
That's a really entertaining video. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys. Wait for the part. Wait. Shh, wait. Wait, it gets better. No, you missed it. Oh, here's.
Dude, okay, so you know the bathroom or something? You know, it's silent, but as soon as you drop it, it's that's just
Oh wait, you know what's really bad? When it's so heavy, the water hits you.
Flashes back up.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Because then if you're really
it's like so it's like you drop a tornado.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, I think it was I don't know if it was at my school, but it was at some restaurant, right? And for some reason they decided to put clear, almost glass tiles in the bathroom. And I was sitting there on the toilet, and I was just looking at the ground because what else would I do? And since it reflected everything, I looked under And this dude I saw a lot. Okay.
Oh no.
Dude, there's a kid wanking to freaking hentai
Oh,
next to me at
no.
school.
Okay, hold on, guys. I love the tangent. I love the tangent we're going on, but let's kind of get back on the.
Yeah, we ranted about that.
But this is a pretty good topic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So hold on, but let's kind of go back. Let's go back to the me almost throwing up story because that's kind of funny, and I wanted it to be explained.
I had just got a brand new pair of shoes, right? There's like no traction on it because it's brand new, right?
Spent $160.
I was like, you know what? Yeah. I was like, yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna wear them. Once we went to Chinatown, we ate, and as we were leaving, we went to the bathroom, right? And I don't know what they did to the floor, but they like just mopped it, and I could not stand where shit. I was sliding like I was on. I ended up having to grab onto the stall, and when I did that, I slid. I was just.
He did like a human flag type deal.
Dude, I so wish I was able to go with you guys.
Dude, it was.
That was
It was so funny. No, I could not stay up.
But so
Back to shit talk.
Preston, I want to tell our fireworks story.
Oh, the fireworks story.
Yes.
Okay. You
So
started off, and I'll tell the middle.
okay, so basically what happened is me and Preston, we were not very smart children.
Nope.
We decided it'd be a good idea to go play with bottle rockets and industrial sparklers at this lot. And we brought a GoPro and we brought a camera because we were going to shoot the bottle rockets at each other because we're smart. I never ended up hitting him, and he never ended up hitting me with the what's it called? With the bottle rockets. But
Yeah,
I-
let me take you off.
okay,
You don't mind.
good.
So what happened was we were setting off a bunch of bottle rockets, and the only ones that hit me were the ones I set off. So I would throw them, and they would fly back and hit me. But then we were like, you know what? Let's screw around with some like industrial sparklers. So I just yeeted them out of this sketchy ass plastic bag, and we started like chasing each other with them. And Gabe like lightly tapped me to it didn't hurt at all. And I just gave him this like devil look, and I started chasing him around the construction quarry behind it, or my like in my neighborhood. And eventually I ran up like point blank and just threw it at him. It stuck to his shirt, melted it, and burned a hole in his side.
I still have a piece of firework. That's where the big burn came from. Yeah. Wait, what?
Memories.
What is wrong with you, Preston?
Yeah.
This is America.
It was probably one of the funniest experiences I've ever had because he was so upset afterwards. He was like, "Dude, I'm so sorry." Man, my scream sounded like death piercing. It was like, ugh! Oh, that reminds me of the middle finger video press, and we got to talk about that one too. But my scream. Hold on, wait, no, hold on, we'll get to that. But man, it was so funny. I've never been so okay with this much pain in my whole entire life.
But it was so great because it stuck to him, and he was trying to wipe it off, but it wouldn't leave.
I didn't burn my hands. I never ended up burning my hands. But okay, now we're getting to the aftermath of the story. So I text Preston's dad because he was like, "Everything okay?" And I was like, "We have a problem." And his dad was like, "Okay, what happened?" And I was like, and I told Preston and I told his dad, and he's like, "Dude, you weren't supposed to tell my dad. We were supposed to try to get away with it." And I was like, "Oh," and then I was like, I got this. I texted his dad. Preston fell. thinking completely that would get away with something, right? So we end up walking. I don't know how, like a half a mile. Was it half a mile?
Yeah.
Half a mile back to the house. And we get there, dude. I have like the biggest poker face of my life. I'm in immense pain.
There's a giant ass hole in his shirt.
And there's a giant hole in my shirt. I'm poker facing the hell out of this. Like, they asked us how it was, and we were like, it's good. Yeah, and they gave us like a weird look, and they started walking away. And then we waited for Preston's mom to go away because I think the reason you did it was probably because she would have freaked out more.
Yep.
But she ended up knowing anyways. But then Preston. Here, Preston, you can go ahead and you can.
Okay. So what happened is I disappeared for a few minutes, and Gabe was like sitting in the bathroom. I came back out and go to my dad. I go, "Hey, do you know where the gauze and
Neosporin.
like disinfectant spray Neosporin is?" And he goes, "Why?" And I go, "Yeah, there's a giant hole in Gabe's side."
No, keep in mind. Okay, so when this first initially happened, it was about a quarter. It was the size of a quarter, and
Yeah.
it was black and it was dark and it was like crispy. My skin like burnt. Stop. But my skin was like crispy burnt. And when he looked at it, he was like, "Oh my god!" And he was like, I think he said, "Hey Misty, come look at this." And I was like, at the time I didn't know the name of Preston's mom, so I was like, "Who the hell is Misty?" And she walks over and she just sees this hole in my side, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And she starts giving us like that was a dumb idea, and then his dad's kind of like, "Well, I told you so." I mean, that's just kind of how it was. He was just like, "I told you so." But I end up I still have pieces of fireworks still stuck in my side from that day. Like still till this day I have firework, like pieces of chunks of green firework stuck.
I splintered that I never took out. It kind of just
It's
went in my
crazy, like,
thumb.
It
But-
went from like the size of a quarter and turned to like this.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
It's huge.
It was
Didn't you
huge.
first show us at like the
God.
creek or something?
Yeah, I did, but it was super
It
small.
was so big.
But
So,
so what we ended up doing was his dad was like, "There's pieces of fireworks stuck in you. I'm gonna dig it out because I'm Mr. Surgeon guy." And I was like, "All right, bet." I'm not squeamish. I don't freak out over blood. I don't freak out over injuries. But this one time, I don't know if it was the way I was standing. I don't know if it was my body being like, I don't like the fact that somebody's digging your skin, but I couldn't feel it. I'm looking over and I'm watching him do it, and my face, like, I just start feeling like so woozy. My face, I lost the color in my face.
Dude, that's when I like cut my finger open.
Yeah.
That one day.
Dude, it was so weird. Like, he was completely fine. I look over and I go, "You're right, Gabe?" And his face is just white. I'm like, "You need to sit down, dude. Oh, you need to sit down, dude."
I was like, no. See, here's the thing though. He went for another 10 minutes because when he initially said, I was like, no, I'm fine. And then another 10 minutes passed. Preston already grabbed a chair, knowing that something might happen. Thank God he did, or else I would have like collapsed on the floor. But I was like, okay, I feel like I'm about to pass out. And he's like, okay, sit. And I sat, and he's like, yeah, there's nothing we can do about this right now. You're just kind of suffering. I was like, sounds about right.
Just fall.
But that was the fireworks story. It was probably the funniest thing because we caught it on camera. We haven't seen the footage. We have
I
not.
will get that to you as soon as possible.
We have never looked at the footage, but I feel like it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah,
I would so watch that.
And what's everyone doing this weekend?
Nothing.
I don't think I have work
Yeah,
this weekend. So
same. I have work tomorrow.
What times?
from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m.
That's
Wait, there's
homosexual.
school Monday, right?
Yep.
Darn it.
Did you not know this?
No, I heard something about a holiday or something. There's
Mm.
That's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's in 2
okay,
weeks.
never mind.
But yeah, that
Yeah, we
was
got to
that was the fireworks story. That's probably the funniest story I've ever. I still
that's so
have.
great.
I tell
That's so
it.
great.
It's like a party. It's probably like a party trick. I tell everybody.
I can't believe it stuck in you, dude.
Dude, it was just so funny. And speaking of fire, something between me and Preston, we are pyromaniacs, I'm pretty sure. Because
Every time he comes over, we have to do something with fire.
right, it's campfire.
Remember he came over the other day? Guess what we did? We tried to make a fire.
We did.
Bought lighter fluid. Guess what we did? We lit the bitch up.
Okay. So there was this one time
A whole brand new can of freaking lighter fluid in
The
like 12 minutes.
yeah.
That was insane.
The first time me and Preston ever hung out, this was like freshman year, the first time we ever hung out at my house. We decided, I don't even know how we became such good friends, but I think this is why. The first time we ever decided we were going to be pyromaniacs is when I decided to spray my hand with Axe and then light it on fire.
I'm gonna share that
I
video.
still want to do that.
All right,
I'm gonna
yeah.
share that
Share it to Discord so everybody can look at it, but
Yeah.
I decided to spray my hand with Axe and then deliberately light it on fire and then flip off the camera. And then I came out with the best scream I think I could have ever came out. I was like, "Ah!" I can't even recreate it. It sounded like Hank Hill on steroids.
You're like, ooh.
It sounded like Hank Hill on
Dude,
steroids.
you know how high, like, loud I would have screamed if that was me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a siren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fire alarm.
But man, I think that's kind of like what set off our relationship as friends, because I was a pyromaniac and I set my hand on fire.
America.
It didn't hurt.
Now that I think about it, Gabe, when I go over to your house, do we ever do anything fun?
No. Well, the thing is, your mom never lets us do anything. Your mom's always like,
honestly go somewhere from your house.
your mom's like, you can't go to Pensacola. Everything fun is in Pensacola.
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing fun to do unless you want to go screw around in Walmart. But the last time I screwed around in Walmart, I almost went to juvie.
15 and not like 10.
Okay, guys, go into the Discord right now and check out the video. I'm gonna
Yeah.
Okay.
play it.
It's so great.
Fuck you. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yeah, but dude, honestly, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload the video version of it to Discord, or to YouTube. That way, and then the rest is just gonna be like strictly audio.
Yeah.
But that was like, I think that was one of the funniest things I've ever done / most retarded.
That was so great. That's how you build bonds right there. You let your friends hand on fire.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we got like one video of you doing it, but you just nothing happened. You just like did it and like, whew.
You know, next time you gotta spray your whole body with it.
Dude, bet.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll jump into a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Dude,
honestly
I'll just dunk myself in like gasoline or oil or something like that.
No,
Okay, maybe not that.
Okay. I'll do like the middle schooler and just like do an axe bath. You know what I'm saying?
Disgusting.
So
It's a fate worse than death.
Anybody have a story with me that they want to reminisce on, like something funny, or like even with each other? I know you guys don't really hang out, but like you've hung out with me before. I mean,
Yes, I have one.
the chain story! I completely forgot about the chain story. The chain story.
And the shoe story.
Oh my god, dude! I completely forgot about the chain story.
Go ahead, yeah. This one's yours.
all right. So one day, it was a Saturday, out of nowhere. Me and John are walking through the mall because John wants to go and spend $140 on his new shoes. I was like, okay, boomer. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that.
God.
But we were walking around, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Preston's just like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And we're just like, you know? So Preston just completely leaves his mom, and we start walking around. And, you know, a couple minutes pass, and this guy calls for Preston, and Preston, what was going through your mind? Just kind of clarify this.
Oh, I was like, John or Gabe just freaking stole something.
And naturally, Preston being the kind of guy he is, he got called and turned around, and then I was like, where's Preston? And Preston called my name, and I was like, huh? And John was still walking, so I went to...
I was like, I'm not turning around, I'm not turning around.
And
then all of a sudden I hear, John! I'm like, oh no.
So I'm sitting here, right, and I'm wearing a necklace, and it's very prominent that the necklace is on my neck. But the guy's like, all right, so which one of y'all like flashy jewelry or necklaces? I cover my necklace, and me and Preston both instinctively point at John. And we literally... John had to sit here through this guy trying to hackle him out of $341 for cheap jewelry at the mall. And the guy was like, you go to school? Meaning college. And John goes, yep. And the guy didn't even he didn't ask for a card. He didn't ask for what school. He was just like, and clicked the discount. And he was like, all right, man, I'll let you leave here with this thing for, what was it, like 160, 100, something like that?
168.74.
And then, oh, specific. And then, and he was like, you know what? I'll take this off too. He took another thing off, and he was like, dude, I'll let you leave here with this thing for $90. And we're like, bro, he doesn't have any money. And the guy goes, really? And he proceedingly has to take off everything. I think it was only 2 necklaces, right?
Yeah, it was 2 necklaces. necklaces. He had a huge Cuban on my neck, and then he had like a gold and diamond one. But like, he said that because he's like, really? Because he looked out at my hand when I had like 5 bags worth of stuff. He was like, really? You ain't got none? I was like, for real, I don't. See this? And much, yeah, that's what all the time.
And then that's where we first hackled John into like not having to do anything. And then we keep walking, we go do stuff. And then finally, the second time happens. Shoe guy calls us. Preston turns around. I look where he is. Preston calls me. I call John. We both forced him to come. And John was wearing his new shoe, like brand new, like bought 5 minutes ago.
Like for real, 5 minutes ago, straight off the box, just got them.
And the guy goes, man, your shoes look dirty. And John gave him the dirtiest look. It was hilarious.
So insulted and so pissed off at the same time. I was like,
and John was like,
I just bought these bitches.
and John puts his foot up there, because the guy's like, man, your shoes are dirty. Let me clean them for you. And he has these old, what were they, Jordan what? They were Jordan Retros?
Jordan Airs.
Oh, Jordan Airs.
No, they're Jordan.
And the guy was like, these are disgusting shoes. I'm talking like they got dirt everywhere. The laces are stained.
They have been through the
stained
rain.
with green, grass. And the guy goes, what would you do if I told you I could bring these back? And we all look at each other. We're like, dude, you can't. There's literally no way. There's no way.
Like the other people at the freaking kiosk were like, man, he looked at him and was like, man, that shit easy. I see him do that shit all the time. I was like, this shit still looks
I was like, no, dude. I was like, there is no way.
Like, there's no way you can make these shoes be as white as these 5-minute bought shoes. Like, come on.
Like, they were bought 5 minutes ago. How could they be dirty if they were just pulled out of the back, too? Like, nobody touched them.
Dude, the fun looked like they were just, man, no. I was so
Dude, the
mad.
funniest thing was that we, like, every time John walked, it seemed like it was, like, by some sort of miracle that we would end up stepping on his shoes.
Oh my god, yes, they were making me so mad. Like, every
It was an accident, too, because he walks so weird that we have no choice, but his stride is unmatchable, and we keep stepping on his feet because he walks in front of us, but he has a slow, short stride.
It's because I wasn't trying to mess up my shoes. I wasn't trying to crease or nothing. And so, like, all of a sudden, like, I was walking in front of him, and then...
I was wearing my big old boots, dude.
I was like, gosh, I just walked it.
But yeah, and then I pranked him again because there was a third person, and he wasn't calling us, or it was like a Indian chain guy. He wasn't calling us; he was calling someone else. But I turned and I was like, Preston, like, and then we were like, John. He goes, no, fuck off. Like, no, stop. But yeah, dude, I completely forgot about that story, dude. That's where we should have started.
And then we ended up having lunch that day too.
Yeah, that was good.
Preston, his mom and his sister.
Yeah, that was fun.
Funny.
That lunch.
That's where we all called Preston gay, and it was hilarious.
Dude,
His own mother. His own mother.
That's why I tried to eat a freaking fried pickle and almost
Oh my god, he was like,
okay, so I had ordered fried pickles, right? I was like, here, bro, taste it. And his mom was like, they're actually pretty good. You should try them. And then
he's like, whatever.
He hates prick.
She was like, be a man.
I do. He's like, oh, really? Bet. And he ate it, he's like,
His eyes were watering.
Gabe, remember when you tried sparkling water?
Oh my gosh. Dude, the first time I ever tried sparkling water, I was like, I opened it, I was like, man, this smells so good. My mom was like, you're not gonna like that. I was like, dude, it's like water. What am I gonna? I take a sip, I go,
You sat there for straight 5 minutes.
I was like, it's so bad. Oh gosh, no! Remember the one time when we figured out what your sister was doing? We were like, "If you, I'm gonna."
Oh my gosh, that was so bad.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to say that. That's her personal business. But that was funny.
oh my
Wow.
gosh, I remember when I had a crush on Noah's sister.
Explain.
What? Okay, so I grew up with them. Like literally, I've known them since the day that they were born. And me growing up with them, like, I don't know, really. I don't know Sorry. But, like, I think when I first realized that I did, we all had that beach. Like, us, it was me, Gabe, Noah, Isabella, let's see, it was, what's her name? Abby. There's a story about Abby also. Yeah, Gabe.
Oh no, we're not telling that one. We're not telling that one. I don't know if we. No, I don't know if we need to tell that one.
But this is gonna stay between us and the internet. I mean,
Yeah, but what if my mom, dude? If my mom finds that, she will literally cut your throat.
Wait, what is?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
what's
you
the
know what?
about?
No.
Yeah,
nothing.
we'll tell you that. We'll tell you that off camera, but we're not gonna tell that
Well,
one.
there's many stories. I don't know which one.
It's not one you've heard. You haven't heard this one.
Okay, well, what about the
What?
camping trip one?
Yeah, you can tell that one. I don't see why not.
So bananas?
Banana girl.
I can.
Let's call her Banana Girl.
Okay.
Alright.
Her car smelled so bad. It smelled like week old bananas.
But so we were at the beach. I was like, oh my god, and like instantly I was like, no, it's just a lie. And then every year that we went camping, I was like, oh my god. And then one day I was like, why? Why?
This man did some disgusting things with this female.
Dude, remember that time you scared, I was on the walk with, it was the camping trip, and it was like me and a bunch of the kids, we were like going on the walk, and you guys tried to scare us with like the animal noises.
Yeah.
Dude, I went full Bravo 6 dark on it.
Stop.
As soon as I heard that, I told them all, turn off the lights. And
Lights out, Bravo 6, Bravo 6!
Exactly, and we ran in there, and you guys, dude, they were crying so loud.
Oh my god, I felt so
Oh my
bad.
god, yeah. Dude, I got so mad. Okay, so like when that happened, we was all laughing, and then as soon as what's her face, the little one, Fallon, or the
Fallon, yeah.
what's the other one?
Fallon, Farrah, and Jude. Fallon, Farrah, and Jude. Fallon, Farrah, and Jude.
When they started crying, Gabe turned to like big dad mode, and he was like, "Dude, it's not funny." I was like, "Bro."
No, I said it's no. Hold on. Wait a minute. I said it's not funny anymore. It was funny when it happened, but then you kept like doing it, and I was like, "It's not funny anymore." It was initially funny. It was hilarious to scare them.
You guys attempted
He
so many
turned to
different
big
animal
dad
voices.
mode.
Because, dude.
Everybody was like, "Dude, John, why do you actually sound like a wolf and a bear?" Like, yes, you do.
Yeah, you low key really sound like an like an actual bear.
I get my face wet. I can sound like a chainsaw. It's so funny.
Right. But man, all right, that was a pretty good story. But let's see.
Remember when Hunter stepped in the fire with his bare foot?
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
guy's retarded. I swear.
Oh my
That guy,
God.
him and alcohol are not friends. Him and Jack Daniels.
It was so funny. So he was so they was also on fire, right? And he was talking, and Hunter got up. And he started talking and dancing, saying whatever. And he turned around. And he was like, "Oh, fire!" And just stepped dead in the middle of it.
I thought he tripped.
Fire.
I thought he tripped because he was crossed.
No, he stepped dead in it.
Oh my god.
Like it was just another step. He just and stepped out of it with like, well, that kind of hurt.
Yeah, he had huge blisters on his feet and stuff.
And proceeds to get another beer. I was like, this is drunk right here.
Dude, that guy has retard strength. That's
He just
ridiculous.
goes over and just lays in the fire.
Dude, that guy has retard strength. It's ridiculous.
If you were to get him drunk enough, he probably would just lay in the fire and then be like, oh, I'm a little warm. Wake up the next day, just back one whole blister.
He goes, that kind of hurt a little bit.
And then the next day, I got up.
Okay, all right. So, do you guys have any other stories you'd like to share? Because I have a
One
couple.
time my dad said my balls were unzipped and then nut tapped me.
Oh my. I was at school and this gay kid caressed me. It was kind of weird.
Ooh, yuck.
Oh my god. Okay,
But he liked
I was
it.
in first grade, right?
Okay, look, buddy.
We went to recess, and we was all playing and stuff, and we was jumping off of the little, playground thingy, right? And all of a sudden, one of my friends, he runs up to me and pantses me. Now, before that though, like, I didn't go to school with underwear on at all. I was like, free balling on the free ball, and I was right next to these girls that I like. You feel me?
Oh no.
When I say I threw my ass to that dirt so quick and buried myself up so fast, it was so embarrassing. Like, literally, it happened, and I just dropped.
Dude.
Like, I was 1,000 pounds. I just...
That's worse than calling the teacher mom.
I started burying myself, and everybody's like, are you okay? I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Dude, that's worse than...
Everybody was, like, looking at me.
That's worse than calling the teacher mom.
Oh, yeah. Mom, I mean, Mrs.
What? Oh, wait, hold on, guys. All right. Sorry to interrupt your story, but what's more offensive, calling a teacher mom or calling them grandma?
Calling them what? Calling them what?
I didn't get that.
I said grandma. Grandma. Calling them mom or grandma?
I called my principal grandma one time.
I call them all, I call them child. I call everybody child. All of my teachers are like, shut up, child.
Hang on, wait.
What?
What is our most, like, awkward situations? I know the pantsing one once, but, like, what's awkward situations?
I've got a good one. Alright, so this is right after I broke my leg. And it had just finished snowing in Colorado, and I had to cross the field in crutches. So I was inside. First, I just went through the door with my group of friends. First step with the crutch. Slips. I fell.
I'll be right back.
On my broken leg. And all my friends turn and go, look at this effing cripple. And then I started, and then they of course they ended up picking me up and carrying me on their shoulders. And I remember this one girl, like, genuinely cared and goes, are you okay? And I go, I'm fine. I think I crushed my dick on my cast though.
Dude, have you ever, like, in the middle, okay, so you know how, in PE you gotta wear, like, gym shorts, whatever?
Yeah.
And, like, in middle school, you're a horny little bastard, right?
Yeah.
So, like, everything's loose. Like, boxers on, got your loose gym shorts. And then all of a sudden, you catch a quick stick, it's just like, so you're like, put your hand down like, oh, it's nothing.
Shit, I kinda hard. Think about Shrek. Oh god, it's making it worse.
Oh god, alright. Oh my god. I was gonna say something, I completely forgot. I walked in my room with, like, a really good epiphany of what I wanted to say, and I completely lost my train of thought.
Yeah, we're talking about Shrek and erections.
Dude, erections in class? Fucking mint.
I don't even have to think about anything, it just happens.
Dude, yeah, that's called being a boy.
Well, that's so bad. Every 90 minutes, you're supposed to catch up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right now, dude, I'm just like...
Stop. Ew.
I'm joking.
Ew.
Dude, my boner is so firm.
Alright, so, I'm trying to think of other stories.
Okay, I'll change the topic.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna finish it.
Okay, go ahead. If it's about your dick, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, okay. It's similar. It's related.
If it's about your dick, I don't want to hear it. If it's about your dick, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear how big it's gotten. I want to hear how small it's gotten. I don't want to hear who it's been in.
Wait, what did you name it again?
John Cockman.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Okay, so it was like swords. This thing, you know how study hall or whatever, right? But we have this thing called sword school, and we have to go to
Swords.
classes, whatever, these sort of things. But I caught one, right? And this girl that always be like touching on me, whatever, was in there. And I'm walking past.
Oh,
And
damn.
when I say, I got a towel, right? And all of a sudden, I'm walking past her, and she looks down, she goes, ooh, grabs it. I mean, like, just
Was this when you were in this when you were in Camelot, right?
No, this was this year.
Oh, this was this year. You had a girlfriend.
No,
What?
this was after. She like grabbed it from the bottom and went.
She give you a little nut twist? She give you a little nut twist?
No, to the top and you just pull it. So I'm like, really? Are you gonna release me?
Release your grass, peasant.
I'm like,
The claw.
right?
Dude, if you okay, sorry to interrupt, but if you know me, you know I love Toy Story. And like I own so many. I only own 2. I've owned 2 Pizza Planet shirts, and now I own like a Buzz Lightyear Academy type deal shirt. But that joke, low key, I don't think if you knew it or not, but that joke just kind of hit home, and that was hilarious. So
It really did.
that was hilarious. That was.
Meant to nut.
But that was the end of that one. And then when I was younger, so me and Gabe, my dad or whatever, lived right next
Dusty?
door, right?
Talking about Dusty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I used to go to his house all the time.
Who, mine or Dusty's?
So,
Okay.
and I would go over there and I'd be on the game or whatever playing Zelda.
Oh,
And then
yes.
I woke up early morning, I had my boxes on. And I was like, you know what? I started, pulling my dick through, the little slit.
Yeah,
And I just kept doing it and then put it back in, pull it out, put it back in, and I pulled it out and I forgot. Right? I forgot that it was out. So,
I think I remember
and I
this.
get up and I'm like, you know what? I'm thirsty. And at the time,
Oh, no.
Dusty was with this girl named Sam.
Oh my god!
I'm walking through the hallway and she's coming from the kitchen where I was going to, and she looks down and she goes, sweetie. I'm like, yes, ma'am. She points out and looks, she goes, you think now? I'm like, oh, that's so sorry.
Dude, that's such a Sam thing to do too. I remember Sam. She let us play on her N64 so much.
But yeah, that was that.
I love.
Sweet pea, your sweet beans are out.
I love Sam, man. So let's see. I do.
Wait, let me change the topic.
All right, go ahead.
9/11 inside job, am I right?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. All right, new note.
No.
So let's see. What about? Let's tell that trampoline story, Preston. The story where you're just like,
What do I know?
you were sitting in your room. Wait, did I say trampoline story or pool story?
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So you were just in your living room. Me and your friend that I knew for like 12 hours. We decided to come together on your birthday. Was it your birthday or was it your birthday party?
Yep, birthday.
And we decided, hey, let's throw Preston in the pool.
That was 56.
Fully clothed, shoes, socks, shirt, pants. And oh yeah, we hid your phone. I remember hiding your phone too, because I was like, I don't want his phone to get wet. So we get Preston's dad in on it. He's like, no, and I was like, oh come on, really? He was like, yeah, no, hold on. And I was like, oh, hold on. He went to go get his camera. He's like, all right, now you can do it. And we did cake. We did cake, right? And before we did it, we did cake. We sat back down. What was that game we were playing? It was the one with like the snowboarding or whatever.
Oh, we were playing Steep.
Yeah, Steep.
Oh,
And out of nowhere, I grabbed the controller and paused the game, and me and Sean are ganging up on Preston. And Preston's like, "Oh, this is bad." And we pin him to the ground and pick him up by his limbs. This kid is kicking. He is punching. He is trying his hardest to get out. Like, and finally, I had the legs, so I had the easy part to get rid of. But Sean had the arms, and Preston was like, "Dude, if I'm going down, I'm taking someone down with me." And he grabbed Sean, and they both just went in the water, fully clothed. I think Sean had his phone, didn't he?
Yeah, luckily his phone was water.
Yeah, dude, but that was like not really one of our funnier stories, but that was just like a really dumb, funny experience.
That was just a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time. Except for you were kind of salty afterwards. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know why I was so salty. Look back at it, like that was freaking amazing.
You weren't like super salty. You were just like a little annoyed.
You're like, bruh.
Dude, what the heck, dude? I was just trying to play Steep. Dude.
Gosh, I'm just trying to, put up a mountain.
Okay.
Alright. Joe Biden, question mark?
Now, I have a question for y'all.
Alright.
What is the worst, what's the top 5 worst things that you've done?
Oh.
I can't say on this podcast.
I also cannot say it on this podcast.
Okay, well, gosh darn it.
Okay, podcast friendly. Something that won't incriminate myself.
Okay, well, I murdered 3 orphans.
Okay.
And that's the podcast friendly version.
All joke.
I don't know, man. Preston's a contracted killer.
And then the noise comes in.
Okay. So I'd say podcast friendly. One of the worst things I ever did was I got in a podcast friendly. I've done way worse, unfortunately. But there was this one fight I got in one time, and like I swear, like I had the power of God in my hands. This kid, I was sitting on the bus, and the bus turned really sharp, and I slid into the seat next to me, hit the kid hit the other kid. I'm not going to say names because if they watch this podcast they'll know who it is, and to this day this kid is so salty about it. He doesn't like me, and he still thinks that he quote unquote won the fight, even though anyways,
Did you like break his glasses or something?
yeah, I broke his glasses and his teeth. Anyways,
Podcast friendly.
I hit him. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it podcast friendly. So I hit him. I hit the kid. The kid hit him. He got up, was like, all right. Put his sleeves up. He's like, all right, put your dukes up. I was sitting down and not paying attention. I just got back on my seat and was like, all right, everything's jolly. It was an accident. I don't really care. Kid sideswipes me. He hits me in the jaw, turns me towards him, and then he hits me 3 times. He hits me twice in the chest and 1 in the eye. And I was like, nah, fam. I stood up. I had the power of God in my fist. And I straight up uppercutted him so hard. Podcast friendly. I uppercutted him so hard, he tripped over his friend into his seat and smacked his face on the bus side. He got back up. His glasses were broke. His freaking tooth was chipped. He smacked his head, and then.
I'm not sure that's podcast friendly.
It's.
Yeah, you can't use the term side of bus.
in comparison, listen. In comparison to everything else, that's pretty podcast friendly in my opinion. But fights are podcast friendly. Everybody gets into fights. You can't go a pacifist life in this day and age.
Well, I have 2 things. Yep. Number 1. So, when I lived in England, I went to a school called the Meadow School. It was like an elementary.
I think you've told me the story.
No, it's a different story. So I haven't told you that.
Oh.
Through late middle school. They call it primary school, secondary.
Yeah. Yeah, they have one of those here.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Well, this is super weird. It's you think I know what you're talking about here. It's way weirder than that. It's 12 grades before high school.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
Damn
it's
Coloradians. Damn Coloradians. Anyways.
This is
or wait, was this when you were in Britain?
my guy.
Oh, this is England. Okay.
Fucking Englandians.
But
Damn Englandians. Damn Brits.
But so anyways,
Wankers.
So if you go out the main
Twit.
gate from the school and turn left, there's a giant cemetery next to a church. And so one day it was this is during a funeral. There's a funeral happening in the corner.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And we decide, so it was a lowering of the casket type funeral. And so we decide, you know what, screw it, let's play tag around the funeral.
Oh my God.
And so there's an active funeral, wives are crying, everyone's upset. And all you hear is, "You're it, you faggot."
Oh my God.
Honestly, imagine hearing that in the most English accent ever. You're it, you faggot.
But it was so great because you see these little kids in their school uniforms running around an active cemetery during a funeral.
Oh man, I've never been screamed at or threatened to be killed so much in my life.
Dude, imagine if there's
I bet they were so bad.
imagine if they were serious. Listen. Listen, imagine if they're like serious worshippers of God, and there was like some gay kid there, and he was like still in the closet, and out of nowhere he just thinks like this is a sign from God, and he's like, "You're next, faggot!" Like he's next to die because he's gay. Oh my God, dude, that's so terrible.
But the second story I have is also in England, and it was when me and my friends. So in our street, it's like walking distance from the school, and me and my friends would just walk around like we were like a gang. It was terrible.
Little cholo gangsters.
Yeah, we would walk around our neighborhood. It was like all brick. It was a brick floor, brick walls, everything. And we would pick up bricks, and we would break every item in our sight with a brick.
Oh my God.
And one day, we had a neighbor that wasn't really my neighbor. He lived quite a few houses down, but he was a jackass. And we decided, oh, he parks his car in this alley. Let's throw bricks at it. And so what we did is we collected about 24 actual cement bricks and cinder blocks, and we go, well, let's destroy this man's car that he probably spent his whole life paying off. And so we picked up his bricks and we just threw them through the windshield. And why? I mean, why? Because I think one day he told me that was fun. He said, I think the only reason we did it is because we were like super crazy little kids, and one day he said, "Get off our lawn," and we'll call it like the Bobby, which is like the cop. And
Call the Bobby.
Okay. And then he came back the next day and destroyed his car, and he had no idea it was us. And I still remember, like, the cop cars over there. We were terrified.
No. We're gonna go to jail. We're gonna go to jail.
Yeah. But they never knew because, like, for some reason, like, the bricks were so destroyed by the car that they just couldn't do anything. Right. It was great because the rain just washed it off.
Right. Dude, that's great.
It was beautiful. I haven't told anybody.
Dude, ruining people's life's work.
I haven't told anybody this story except for on this podcast.
Wow. Podcast exclusive.
You heard it here first, folks.
Podcast
I never wanted to
exclusive.
get in trouble because of that story.
Dude, I feel like if you told your dad that, he would probably laugh, but your mom would kill you. Or the other way around.
My dad would probably think I'm lying. Like,
I think your mom would laugh. You'd be like, really?
No.
I think my family would think I'm lying. But yeah, no.
Honestly, you're so
Full of it.
Sincere about, like, I really did.
Like, I'm incriminating myself. Like, please call the police. I did it. I killed him. Like, you.
Like, the one time I'm admitting to doing something, you don't believe me?
Son of a bitch.
I
have the murder weapon.
There's literally blood on my hand.
Like, what do you mean?
It's not mine.
So,
You're the cops.
man, that's really. I feel like when you were in Britain, you were in a completely different like mindset.
Podcast friendly.
So, before Noah goes, I just want to say Preston went through like an edgy teen phase before he even was a teenager. Like, I'm talking the long hair, Green Day, hating life, didn't love his parents type shit. It was great. I
love my dad.
I swear, like when he was in Britain, he went through like a phase.
Oh, but it was weird. Have you guys seen? Okay, so I was like, what, 7 through 9 when I was in England. So yeah, we did this when I was 8. When we threw the bricks at the car.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about because I look like a little kid. But I'll send a picture of me when I was in England. I'll see if you can spot me. Yeah, let me go get it.
While he's getting that, Noah, go ahead and tell your worst podcast-friendly, non-incriminating thing.
Podcast-friendly, because...
Podcast-friendly, non-incriminating.
There was a boy, alright, that was sheltered his entire life.
Oh,
So
no,
he
this is the
never
porn
got to
story.
do anything fun.
This is the porn story, isn't it?
No, that's the end. I've
Oh.
never done anything interesting.
Oh.
I mean,
You-
I stole some magnets from a zoo, but
You weren't gonna say the porn story? I mean, that's pretty. Everybody watches porn. I mean, like that's
okay. Yeah, I can say that.
yeah.
Okay. And so that's not even bad because everyone does it. So.
Yeah, but like it's still the one of the worst things you've done. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like it's frowned upon for sure. It's not like something that everybody's like, oh, my son's watching porn. Like no, like parents get pissed.
Yeah.
They really do. And it's so like, why? Why do you even care?
Yeah.
It's either that or I go do it myself.
It was like me, being an idiot, and I was, just in my room, it was right after school or something.
He was just trying to lay off some steam.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just, just watching, and my mom, I locked my door, obviously. She, tries to open and knocks on the door, and I freak out, and instead of just closing everything, and then just admitting that I was on my, just on my phone, I threw it, at my wall, and it went under the bed or something, and I, had workout to, act like I had something, I was doing something, and I opened the door, and immediately she goes,
"Where's your phone?
Where's your phone?" You don't know how terrified I was at that one moment. That was the scariest moment of my life.
That's when your fingers move the speed of light.
When you're you get cold all of a sudden. It was
called anxiety.
She goes, "Where's your phone?" I go,
you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. And so I go. I don't know. And she goes, "All right, look for it." So I'm sitting there. I obviously see the phone, looking under my bed. I see it, and acting like I don't find it, and she sees it, and she says, "Give it to me." I said, "Oh no, man!" I was dead. I was so terrified. And she goes, "What's the password?" I go, "Oh no,
6969."
See, my reaction was I tried to grab the phone from her. I tried to snatch it, which made her even more angry. And so she's like, "Don't you dare do that!" And she opened it, and I was. So it was just porn.
Wait, hold on. Question.
Yeah.
What was the site? What site? What was the site? Let's see if you have a good brain or not. What was the site?
I'm pretty sure it was Xvideos.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up.
Let's get a free shout out here to Xvideos.
Stop. No, stop. No. Guys, we're minors. Or the three of us are minors. We can't do that.
Sponsored by jerkmate.com.
Stop. I hate that so much.
Chatterbait.
Lisa near you.
Welcome to Snap Orders.
Tinder Plus.
And then I was homeschooled.
Tinder Plus.
So.
Oh yeah.
Only for a year though. But then.
And then you go to a high school that's 2 hours away.
Yeah. Okay. That's my life. Sorry. Continue.
I remember the first time
Are
my
you
dad.
from mine?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Alright. So, we're going to talk about some of my fights first. Me growing up, I've always been like real bad. Always get in trouble, always doing stuff I should not at all be doing, right? I'm 18 now, I'm legally an adult. I'm okay. But, in middle school, well, I'm gonna back it up. All throughout elementary school, I was bullied, right? Because I have Tourette's syndrome. So I couldn't help it. And I had this one dude that bullied me, ever since freshman. And so, during 6th grade, he ended up coming to my house, right? Just to mess with me. And by then, I had already been starting boxing, MMA, fighting, working out and stuff, right? And so, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. So he came to he was up on my porch, right? Knocking on my door. I opened the door, he pushed dead in the face, and bam, and he fell down the stairs. Oh, what's happening?
Sorry, my phone. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Hold on. Why is it doing this?
Stop. End it.
Okay. Sorry. Please start over. Please start over.
I am. And when I did that, he fell down the stairs. His face was on the ground. I took his face and I shoved it on the ground and then dragged his face on the concrete for like 4 blocks. 4 blocks. His face was so bloody. It was so gross. Like, he came to school the next day with, I don't even think he came the next day. It was a couple days after me. But he came to school with his entire face wrapped. Like, he took it off, and his entire face was, like, just a scar. Dang. And then, that same year, some little short, chubby kid is messing with me, right? I'm walking going to the buses. And he comes up behind me, and he starts hitting me with, his binder. I'm like, bro, chill out. It was funny and all earlier, but now it's really getting annoying. And I had a super bad headache. And he hit me hella hard in the back of my head. And I said, you know what? Forget this. I turned to straight, like, WWE All-Star. I grabbed him by his neck, picked him up in the air by his neck, right? And put him over my shoulder, and then jumped down on the ground and RKO'd him. I was like, stop it. And I started punching him in the face. And then I tried to run, and then I got, caught by the popo. Yeah, great.
See, all the time when John used to tell me these stories, I always used to think they were fake until, like, the one time I've seen him lose his shit. And then I never, like, disagree with any of the stories ever again.
Because, like, honestly, I'm really nice. I'm a lovable, great guy. I'm probably one of the best people you'll ever meet. But please, I'm begging you, Lord, please, guys, everybody, don't.
I'm probably the only one. I'm probably the only one who ever gets away with actually, like, hitting him.
Literally, honestly, he is the only person I have not punched in his shit for hitting me.
Someone just turn off their Xbox?
No.
I looked at my Xbox and I was like, excuse me?
No, I had it on for like the whole thing and it like was overheating, so like.
Oh my god.
It was Spoon.
One
Damn
time,
it, Spoon.
I was on the bus, and this dude got mad at me because I was eating a fucking candy cane. A candy cane. And he said, dude, if you put that thing in your mouth 4 times, I'm gonna punch you. I said, please do.
Yeah, just do it.
When I say I don't know why, it made me so mad, but he like kind of soft but hard punched me in my shoulder. I got up so quick and punched him in his face, and he got up. He was like, "Oh, punch him again," and then punched him again.
So way back when I was not afraid of getting in trouble, which was freshman to sophomore year and also middle school, but this was like when I was coming back into being bad because of anxiety disorder and depression disorder and whatnot.
Podcast friendly.
Yeah, it is. This gay kid, his name's Nathan at our school. He decided it'd be a good idea to neck the ever living piss out of me, to where my like neck felt like it. You ever been necked so hard that you felt like you know when your leg falls asleep and you have to like hit it and it feels like that? I
think you did that to me once.
Yeah, that's what he did to me. And I turned around, I stood up, and I don't think I've ever knocked somebody over with hitting them so hard, but I think it might have been because he doesn't really know how to take a hit very well. He wasn't stood very well. I'm hoping that, and it wasn't just the fact that I'm retardedly strong. I punched this kid so hard in the shoulder he like fell down. This was when Miss Gott was a teacher at Gulf Breeze before she like left because her husband's rich. And she didn't really get onto me. She made a teacher note because like he did it first. But I was like, this kid is annoying the piss out of me, and I just literally I just punched the shit out of him. And ever since then, he won't mess with me. Like he'll play games and shit like that, and I'll be like, nah, fuck off. Like I'm not trying to play with that. And that's. Sorry. Okay, that's kind of like how I am. Like, I'm a really, really nice guy, but like once you push me to a point, and like I'm sure all of you have seen it. I'm a really nice guy, but once you push me to a point, I'm just like, all right, that's enough. Like, I'm done with it. And I have like stages. I'm like, all right, this is funny, and I'm like, ha ha ha, like stop. And I'm like, okay, this is enough. Like, I'm not laughing anymore. And then there's, okay, I'm gonna start hitting people. Nobody's really gotten me to the, okay, I'm gonna start hitting people point, like, in a while. But Preston and Corey have gotten me to the, okay, I'm not laughing anymore.
Yeah, America.
Yeah, it's because Corey kept saying the N-word with hard R, and I was like, okay, he's doing this because of my girlfriend, and it's starting to piss me off. But, I'm not mad about it anymore because he doesn't.
Wait. How was I involved in that?
Because you were egging it on, but I wasn't really mad at you. That's why I was like Preston and Corey, but it was really mainly Corey.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Screw you.
But let's see. Wow, we've been on this podcast for 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's awesome.
Okay.
I have a question, y'all.
Okay. What's up?
No.
No. Have you ever like had a group of friends and played tag at school, but while jumping through the class windows?
No.
Not through the windows, but through the doors.
Yeah. Okay. So at my middle school, each class had windows, right? And that was bad. And I had a group of friends that were bad. So I was like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm mad. Tag. You're right. He was like, oh, you gonna go play? I was like, yes. Bet. And the windows were open, and I jumped out. Ran across the courtyard, jumped into the next window. Ran through the classroom, into the hallway, jumped to the next one. I think we jumped through every single window at school. It was so funny. We got so much trouble. And then we ended up climbing to the top of the school building. Like, we climbed on top of the school.
Bruh.
Yeah. So if you guys don't really have anything else to say, I guess we could end the podcast when Noah gets back.
Hey Noah, hurry up.
But if there's any like last minute things you guys want to add in, or if there's any like little things like, you know, what we're planning on doing for the next episode. I mean, Preston, you did mention that you wanted to do a podcast over like a video game, or was it video in general? I think you want to just do a video podcast.
Either or.
Yeah, I'll take this.
The only problem is John has a PS4. All the rest of us have Xboxes, so we'll see what we can do.
You have Minecraft?
Okay, I have a suggestion for one of the podcasts.
All right. We'll get votes. So if you guys have any ideas, just drop it. But go ahead.
We should do this after the podcast.
Do what?
Yeah.
Like ideas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, let's just go ahead and put a couple in the air just in case we get some views and people like say, you know, we should do that next.
Yeah, like we should have like a serious one, like where we talk about serious stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. I mean, like serious.
Because we can have like two different ones. We can have one that's serious that's non-personal related, and then we can have one that's serious.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Or you know, just something serious about us, non-shit.
I can give some great relationship advice. Yet I can never have a relationship.
I can give some pretty good relationship advice, and I'm in a really
we're gonna give
like
the best relationship advice ever.
I'm in a very complicated relationship, so this is a pretty cool
So
one.
you guys would like to, you know, some relationship advice, you know?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I can give others advice that I cannot possess.
That's very true. You're very good at that. Ouch.
Okay, so for next podcast, I think we should start with the serious topic of slavery. Should it be legal or not?
Of what?
Like just in
Slavery,
general,
should it be illegal or not?
like general slavery. Like, are you talking about child slavery? Are you talking about like racial slavery?
General.
Okay, what did I walk into?
Okay, well, we're about to end the podcast, but we're talking about what we might be doing for the next one. We're talking about serious topics. So we'll just do the main topic as serious topics, and we'll just lay down subtopics like, you know, should slavery be legal, etc.
That's
Alright,
terrible.
well-
I don't know why I said that.
But yeah, this was a pretty good podcast. This was, you know, it was fun. I don't really know how to end it, so I'll just say tune into the next one.
See y'all next time.
And
Yes.
tune into the next one. I don't know when it's going to be. I'm going to try to do them every Friday.
Sponsored by X videos, guys.
Stop.
Go check them out.
We're going to try to do it every Friday or so. We might do 2 a weekend. It just depends.
Just remember, guys. Hey guys, just remember, when you're bored, don't forget to scratch that monkey knuckle.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll tell this before this.
All right. Later.